You know, chat, it's kind of like I'm actively pranking whoever shows up early. I don't think anyone does. But if you do, I've been pretty consistently setting the stream for a time, then going live like 5 minutes early lately. Setting the stream for a time, then going live. Yeah, David, shut up. We get it. Like, we get it. You're there. Jeez. Hold on, I gotta crack my neck. Don't do it. It's not cool. Well, it's not like cracking bones is bad for you per se, but your neck isn't necessarily dangerous. As long as you don't go past where your neck naturally can turn to, you'll be okay. But once you get past that, some really sensitive veins and stuff in the side of your neck, and obviously some arteries. But I'm not a doctor, so who am I kidding? I'm not here to give medical advice. But as you can tell, I did all the practice. I've done a lot. I also, remind me to change my setup before we do our qualifying lap. And really quick, you guys saw a spoiler a little bit. I don't think I have anything better that I can put on right now. 6%. Yeah. Nothing better. But regulation changes hit. They finally started happening, and there's about 2,100 R&D points worth of stuff to save. Everything but the supplier upgrades, right? I think I'm gonna immediately save all the ERS ones, and then I guess I can only afford one more, so might as well go for as expensive as I can go. So that's, I mean, we're already a third of the way done. Would you look at that? I mean, points-wise, we're actually almost halfway done. These two are the real, or three are, yeah, we got some expensive ones. Hey, Joseph, how you doing today? Hope you're doing well. If you don't know what this is, it's basically these yellow things are regulation changes that we have to spend R&D points to save, and I just saved 4 of them. Hamilton will probably actively save some because there's not much point in developing the car for the rest of the season now that we have regulation changes hitting. So both of these upgrades from Lewis will hit before Las Vegas, and then mine will hit before Qatar, as long as none of them fail. So that'll be good. And again, we're just already so much better than the McLaren car-wise. It is so funny to see Ferrari so far down the list, though. It is so funny. But yeah, hopefully, yeah, you guys can't see because my face is in the way. That's how it is. But once we get into the map, I gotta change something about my setup just to give myself a little more downforce overall in the car. And
now practice is over. Qualifying away.
I don't expect this to go too well.
From Portugal and the fearsome Portimao. Time to light up those timesheets.
That's how you spell
and see who can take.
I would have done
today.
Portimao in the title, but I didn't know how to spell it, so I didn't even try. Why? Hey, they tried to do a cock shot. Luckily, the rear wing was there. Good lord, cameraman, eyes up here. So you guys are gonna get to look at the full setup, 3830. 50, 40, 70 on that. And then this is this. I copied this from another YouTuber. Basically, he was the first one I found. I googled Portugal setup, and he was the first one. Literally the first guy. But yeah, the tire pressure is pretty high in this setup. But this is mainly, at least for me, for stability. I'm actually going to go to 30 with that. And then I think we're good everywhere else. But yeah, no, I've done a lot of practice with this track and on this setup. There's a car coming behind us. It's an Alpine. I wonder who it is. Pierre or Oscar? But yeah, I expect to spin a couple times in this race. Gasly. One thing about the race that will be helpful is the fact, hey Monkey Ranger, how you doing? You made it just in time for qualifying 1. Gasly, what the fuck? just sat on the racing line and was like, yeah, we're good. This is my first ever qualifying lap around here, though. Glad to hear you're doing well. In honor of Witch King, we have to do well at Portugal. That was too slow. I used the brake too much. Hopefully I'm using battery well enough to make up for it.
Okay, we've been pushed down to P13.
But if you go back to the last F1 stream, you can really tell a difference in my driving here. What was that? Did anyone else see that virtual glitch? Okay, that should be into Q2. I'm actually really happy with that. Oh, you have a flight tomorrow. Hey, listen, hopefully the flight goes well. It should. I've never had an issue on a flight, and I've been on, I think, like a dozen in my life. Well, actually, just counting AWA, I've been on 6. And then probably a dozen before that, so around 18 to 20 flights in my life. And they've all been perfectly fine. I can't complain. Can't complain. Work was pretty simple today. Yeah, Lewis topping the board. I've never been this close to Lewis's time, and a 1:16.8 is actually a PB for me. My PB was 1:17.5 before this. So, that would have put me here. Yikes. Yeah, I know. I know how it feels. I do get like that with flights as well. The worst is when the algorithm knows you have a flight on YouTube, and then it starts giving you, like, awful videos about flight history, and I'm just like, man, you gotta stop. The worst experience I've had on a plane, though, is I was, like, maybe 13, 12. We were coming back from Nevada, Arizona. We went to the Grand Canyon, and then we went to Vegas. I didn't do much in Vegas. I was 13. But basically on the flight back, me and my sister were in the back row of the seats, like the last 2 seats in the back, and the carpet was being held to the side of the plane with duct tape. And that was horrifying as a child to see. Obviously, it's just to keep the carpet down onto the floor. It's not actually anything problematic, but as a child, it's hard to explain that to a child, you know? I also lost one of my last DS styluses on that flight. It was a bummer of a flight. Not gonna lie. It was a bit of a bummer of a flight. Yeah, look, we're half a second off the time, though. Oh, God, don't knock me out. Oh, my God. Jesus. Oh, I don't need that stress, man. Oh, oh my God. Oh my God, man. Yeah, the track evolution is crazy in this game sometimes. And this track, I don't know how they didn't have it in the previous game. I think previous few games even, because this was the last time this was on the grid was 2020, I believe. In real life. So I'm imagining they had to recode it and redo it, or they had to copy and paste it from the previous game that it was in, and that means it's probably completely different. So who knows how the track evolutions are really going to be? It might be absolutely massive compared to other tracks in this game. Also, in real life, the Las Vegas Grand Prix is coming up. It's going to be November 23rd. And it's going to be at 1 a.m. 1 a.m. local time. So, Vegas time. So it's going to start at 4 a.m. for me. And yes, I'm going to be watching it. Apparently last year, Vegas was a really good race, so... Norris.
And we've dropped to P12.
Oh, slower than an Al Williams. Not good. For your rotary cuff? Oh, I hope it goes well. I hope that goes well. Technically, I've never had surgery, but I've had a lot of procedures. I do need to get surgery, though, for my shoulder. I had a doctor's appointment literally on Tuesday. And I told her about my shoulder injury, where 10 years ago it got dislocated and I broke my collarbone, and the hospital only saw the collarbone. So I still have a dislocated left shoulder. The problem is, at this point, it is literal surgery and over 2 months of recovery, and I can't take that time off from editing for Vinny, because that would fuck Vinny so much. So I gotta talk to him about that eventually. It's not gonna be for a while. But yeah, no, I need surgery and then physical therapy to fix that. And that's not even taking into account the fact that my collarbone is all
Okay, just
wonky
2 laps
because
of
the
fuel remaining now.
shoulder and how it healed wrong. We're gonna be dealing with a little bit of traffic, I think. Hamilton went slower than me? Dude, what happened? There's no one in front of him. He must have, those people behind him must have really slowed him down with traffic or something. That's insane that Lewis went slower than me. We're both about to get knocked out here. At least if that happens, I won't feel so bad. Purple sector 1 though. No! No. I was on such a good lap. Oh, pushing is so fucking tough around here for me. Oh, that's what happens every single time I try and push. It gets real rough for me. Both knees will risk carpal tunnels. Hey, maybe one day I'll need it for carpal tunnel too, so I definitely have it. I have the onset of it at least. What happens?
And that's P13. P13.
So what happens when you try to go pro in StarCraft 2 as a teenager, and then you work on a computer for your job? Carpal tunnel is no joke, though. Okay, that's even better. Cool. What a fucking way to beat the Delta. Holy shit. Woo! That's fucking... that's the most proud provisional poll. Obviously, it's not even Q3, but that I've ever done. Because I just have so little practice compared to all the other tracks. And we're still on 101 difficulty. I thought about lowering the difficulty. I just spilled water on myself because this thing's so full. Good lord. Now this is wet. Now my fucking index finger is just wet. On both hands. Oh, a quarter of a second quicker than everyone else, too. Like, God. Oh, I got beat. Okay. That's fair. Max, yeah. Max. Max. Top 4, everyone in there improved. Obviously, except me. Lewis got knocked out, though. Lewis couldn't come back. Oh, my God. Stroll takes the place of Lewis. Obviously, I mean, Carlos Sainz is the one who was on the precipice there, but Stroll's the one who doesn't belong here, right? Everyone else has proven they can consistently make Q3. Stroll cannot. So, man. Oh, Lewis. Buddy. Pal. What happened? Okay, we're using those. Good. I just need another one of those laps, and I'm good. I'll be happy with top 3. Well, top 4, really, because that's both front 2 rows. Yeah, dude, Alpine is a monster right now. It's either Gasly or Oscar, always able to compete. Not usually both, though, so it's nice to see them both into Q3 for once. There's a Max Verstappen behind me. That was bad. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. A 116.1, I can't compete with that, I don't think. Oh wait, no, yes I can. I got like a 115.8, didn't I? Didn't lose control there, good. Not purple through that sector. So close to Russell's time. Oh. Lando, though, doing a killer time. Listen, top 5 I'd be okay with, but I definitely want to do better. I want to do better for Witch King, you know? In honor of him and him doing well at college. My one Portuguese viewer and my first consistent viewer. I don't think Max is actually on a lap, or Norris, but I'm going to let him through. Yeah, he's not. Oh, it's Lando, not Max behind me. My brain saw Perez get knocked down in Q2, and it was like, there's only one Red Bull in here. I'm like, that's not... No, there's only one McLaren in here, actually. But yeah, Oscar is no longer my career-defining rival, sadly. I do hope he's doing good as well. Sometimes I wonder if he occasionally pops in to a VOD, just to see how I'm doing.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Yep, Mark, that was the plan. Is it raining? For a second I thought I saw droplets on the screen, but I think I'm going insane. Well, there's definitely those black squares happening. This track definitely is glitchy. This should be pole. For Witch King! For Witch King! In the virtual world, Witch King is attending. I gave him pit lane access in the virtual world. 0.3 of a second. I don't think anyone's beaten that. Again, unless the track evolution is just insane. I went a second faster than Carlos Sainz. That Ferrari is trash. Actually, the Ferrari is kind of trash. It's like the it's like 6th in line of the best cars at this point. So, I did not expect pole today. I didn't. I expected like 14th, 13th. Genuinely.
Goodbye for now then, but really we're
Oscar.
just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
It is nice to see Alpine on the front row a lot, though. Even if I'm not there anymore. Also, Monkey Ranger, I don't think you keep up with F1, but a couple weeks ago when they went to Sao Paulo, in real life, Alpine got a double podium. They got 2-3 in the race. Historically, it was the first ever double podium in Alpine's history as a team. So, that's huge. I mean, there's a lot of wet weather shenanigans, so... Yeah, we also are crushing this now. We're beating Perez. I'm sorry, Monkey Ranger. He's our rival, and we're beating him. I'm sorry. He also had a horrible race in Mexico. In-game. Also, if you're wondering if I practiced the pit lane here, yes. So, it's pretty easy, actually. Hi, Lewis Hamilton. No rain, you love to see it. Mexico, Perez. Actually, he got 7th, so it wasn't terrible. But, could have been better. A lot of people who play this game, Perez has horrible luck at the Mexican Grand Prix. But last season he got 2nd there, and then this season he got 7th. So obviously he doesn't have that bad of luck with me. Apparently I'm just cool with Perez. Maybe Perez just likes me like that. That loading screen was so fast. Hold on.
The Formula One circus has made
Did they
its way
fix
to
that?
the southern coast of Portugal this week and is preparing for what I think will be a terrific race here in Portimao.
Fastest loading screen in F1 history.
2.9 miles of track at Portimao feature 15 turns, 9 to the right and 6 to the left. A lot going on at this track, a lot of elevation changes that'll affect the driver's braking and acceleration. Keep an eye out for the DRS zone on the final straight. That'll be the setup for a lot of today's overtaking opportunities.
Yes, sir.
It's
Oh, look
time
at that
to
flag.
take a look at our starting grid for today's race.
Any engine penalties? That's the real question.
Goose lines up on pole
Yes.
position.
There's no
and
Oscar.
Lando Norris lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Verstappen, Gasly, Russell,
Is Oscar the only one?
Fernando Alonso,
Oh no, Perez jumped up.
Albon, Bottas,
Oh, and Hamilton took some.
Sonoda, Sargent,
Sargent's having a nosebleed.
Sainz, Stroll,
Sainz, Stroll,
Hulkenberg,
Hulkenberg, Ocon,
Joe,
Joe,
Piastri,
Oscar,
Ricardo,
Hamilton.
Lewis Hamilton.
So is that
rounds off
9
the grid.
people? Or is that
Which
8
of
people?
these
I might have
talented
miscounted.
drivers will come out on top today?
That's insane, Lewis. I mean, it makes
Alongside me
sense.
Here in the commentary box today, former racing driver extraordinaire Naomi Schiff. Let's look at their season, and
Especially
particularly against their teammate.
Damn. Let's do in the middle of what you guys want. Or... That seems crazy. Yeah, I guess we'll start on the softs. Although these aren't new softs, are they? Aren't these the softs I took in Q3 or 2? Real quick, I can check. So Charles and Gasly are doing mediums. Everyone else is doing softs. And Ricardo's doing... I mean, everyone is doing softs. I mean, if everyone was jumping off a bridge, would you? Maybe. They might have a good reason. Maybe there's a demon chasing us across the bridge. We don't know. Maybe the bridge is only 10 feet tall, and the water is 10 feet deep with no rocks or current. Huh? I mean, not no current. It's not still water, but you know. You don't know what kind of bridge it is. Is it a cantilever? Who knows? Suspension? I don't know. I took a bridge class in 8th grade. Yeah. I'm also procrastinating the start of this race right now. Because I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried. I'm starting in pole. I have the most to fall back on. And by that, I mean just lose. For which king? For my first ever consistent stream viewer. Just looking to see how much wheel spin it was. It didn't put up a cloud of smoke, so...
Okay, how was that pull away? You'll have a bit more grip than that on the start, but we need to warm the tyres properly now. Make sure you get some heat into the brakes as well.
The front left is going to be our main issue today, but it's maximum PSI. I can't put any more tire pressure into it, so our setup, I don't think, is made to mitigate any tire wear, really, outside of that. So I'm not really sure how it's going to go today race-wise. Again, this is my first ever race on Portimao, so we have a lot of unknowns going into it for me. What the AI will look like, what I'll look like, what the tire wear is going to look like.
No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions look good.
The safety car chance, I got no idea, man. Not the grass. The rears are not warming up as much as I'd like. I'll still go to slow everyone else is going. There we go, that's heating the rears a bit. Very dark.
There, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out.
Compared to the rest of the track, the stands make this very dark at this hour.
Forming up now. Be patient and watch for those lights. The ERS is offline.
What?
We're currently...
What? Mark, what? Mark, what? My ship broke. I think it's back, though. It definitely wasn't okay on launch. Oh my god!
Okay, we're monitoring some wear on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power.
What is... Oh my god, what a start. Oh man, what a start. No, I think my battery's still broken. I have no pace. Okay.
Okay, the start was fine. Let's try and move forward.
I can't tell. I literally can't tell. Oh my god. It's one of those preordained things that can go wrong. It's not a major fault, but it's a minor fault. Oh, look at my... Oh my god. I know the problem. Look at my fuel mix. It's on lean. It's not on standard. Oh my god. I just have to wait for the team to fix it on their end, basically. Oh, why is my car ruining my races lately? Look at this. Look at this huge difference.
DRS is being
This is
enabled
without
this lap.
DRS.
We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Everything feels so different right now. Look at this. He's just gone. My whole race is just nuked.
Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead.
Mark, if it's
Try to
not
get
my
past as
engine
quickly as
coming
you can.
back,
Push, push.
I'm not hearing it. This is where I wish I had an actual fucking, like, if this is real life, I'd be like, Mark, if it's not my engine coming back to life, don't fucking talk to me. Because I need to concentrate. Look at how much extra fuel we have now. An extra 4 laps. We're so heavy. I don't even know if I want to stay at Mercedes next season at this point, man. Their car breaks so often. It's back, it's back, it's back, it's back. And I spun. And I spun right when it came back. Because it had extra power that I wasn't fucking ready for. Oh, what a race. We're down in 16th. Holy shit, we're back with Hamilton. We might as well not got pole at all. And my battery is empty. This race is so fucking over already.
Damage to your front wing, damage to your front wing. Suggest we box to change it.
Oh my god. Oh, and I just fucked Hamilton over. Like, I already want to retire. Lap 3. It won't be fixed with restarting. We'll just have the problem off the line again. It'll be the same exact timing. It's the same thing with your DRS can get stuck open or closed. Which isn't as big of an issue as what we just faced. And for 2 whole laps, basically, is just a nightmare. Like, I can't learn to fight the AI at all. Honestly, like, this isn't even my fault. Like, that's the worst part. Like, at least where it's my fault, I could be like, yeah, skill issue. But now, I can't. Oh, I just barely avoided that penalty. Oh, my whole race is ruined. I feel like my team is sabotaging me at this point. Last race we had a DNF due to an engine failure, now this.
Okay, let's go now. Come on. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that.
I need to go the rest of the race on the hards. Like, that's what we're looking at now. Look at those Red Bulls fucking run away with it.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
I created such a bottleneck. Cold tires. I genuinely, I'm already debating retiring from the race. Like, it's that bad. This just isn't going to be enjoyable content for the next 45 minutes. Especially now that I have fucking cold tires. What a fucking bummer, man. I had so much hope after qualifying. And I just got involuntarily ripped away from me because of a fucking engine fault. Or battery fault. The thing is, even if I make up a whole pit stop over these guys at this point, the pit stop's only like 20 to 23 seconds. I'm still over 15 seconds behind everyone. Yeah, I literally can't even keep this car on the road. What a fucking race. It's just, at this point, I can't even get in the flow because of how tilted I am off those first 2 laps. Man, if I just didn't take that damage. It's just they're braking so early into turn 1 to where I expected. I guess they were all fighting going ahead of there, so I should have known, but I was so preoccupied mentally.
And gap to the car in front,
Smart.
45.4 seconds.
Don't even say it, man.
Confirmed.
Oh. The damage I took is my fault, absolutely. The engine starting off on lean for the first 2 laps,
Wow, that was a heck of an impact.
I didn't even
Let me know you're
purposely
okay.
do that. That was actually an accident. Oh my god! Mercedes! Get your fucking car together! Honestly, take it out of my hands. I don't have grip on the hards at all.
There was no...
That's so fucking
Red Bull.
annoying. Because we're literally 36 minutes into the stream.
After an event like that,
Lewis
who
had a
knows
fucking
what the sport-
spectacular race, of course. Went from last to 6th. Now I'm heated with Perez. Great. The thing is, even if I hit slammed on the brakes there, I just don't think I would have even made it. I think I still would have hit the wall, and it would have been minimum red front wing damage, and that's another pit stop. That's a DNF right there. Either way. In real life, that's when they'd retire the car. So, my post-race interview, Cars Electricals were fucked. And it screwed me. And I just couldn't recover mentally. And then
It seems as if you have a new rival.
He's not new.
This is the perfect opportunity to show the world why you belong in this sport. And
Look,
show me why you belong amongst my very exclusive clientele. That's a joke. I love working with you.
They give me these research and development points for free. Look at my points. I don't get them. I should have like 3,000 to 4,000 of these. And I've gotten 0 of it this season. That's what pisses me off the most about these emails. Sorry. Yeah, give me it. It's not like I could just accept it and I'm just not accepting it. Like that's what tilts me the most at the end of these sessions, where it's car problems. Yeah, it has not led to a breakthrough in research. No more than 2 collisions. What's next? What race is next? Vegas. Yeah. Yeah, I think we can do that. Oh, I'm so tilted. At least you guys get to see some Vegas laps, I guess. Is all this more expensive now? It is. This all definitely got more expensive. Could have sworn maybe it didn't, but it feels like it did. Listen, we don't even have that many worn engine components. Like, that's the most frustrating part. Is like, what? Also, this email doesn't make sense. They didn't retire me from the race. I crashed. I wish I got 600 more. That would have been great right now. Please tell me both of these go through. Thank you.
Okay, mate, I'm pleased to say that our new parts have come through without any issue, so they'll be on the car, ready for the next
Hamilton
race
bought
weekend.
something. He bought 2 things. He bought 3 things. Let's fucking go, Lewis. We only have 3 parts left. Less than 1,000 development to go. Let's go, Lewis. And he's also researching. He had so many points in the bank. What the fuck? He had like is he getting all the points? Is that where they're going? Is Lewis getting them, not me? Because that'd be insane. But I don't know how he has so many points. So there's 41 points from Lewis to Max. There's 3 races left, so technically that's 75 points on the table. So 41 divided by 3. So Lewis has to, or Max has to score 14 points a race over Lewis. I just don't think that's gonna happen. I just don't. I mean, with me fucking failing, it's possible Red Bull passes us in the constructors. It's just, man. But yeah, now we have a heated. Are we gonna have a new career-defining rival? We moved from Oscar to Perez. If I get 2 career-defining rivals in 3 seasons when people haven't even had one in like 6, I'm gonna be kind of concerned. I'm like one of 5% of all players who have had one. At all. Just 5%. Listen, we'll do a few laps around Vegas. I won't leave you guys hanging that much. I'm tilted off my rocker, but you know, for Witch King really didn't follow through, huh? I just can't believe that shit, man. I'm in pain. Yep, no rain. It's Vegas. If there was rain, I'd be concerned. Should we do the full race? And this might be the time to get a new control electronic for this race. It might be the time. Because I think I can qualify well in Vegas.
It's practice time here under the bright lights and around the iconic landmarks of this high-octane circuit. It can only be Las Vegas. Let's get this sensational show on the road.
Hey, it's not me. It's my rival. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. All right, time to guess on the setup. I'm just taking complete guesses at this point.
They told you about the new parts that have come in from the factory, right? Well, they're all fitted and good to go. I hope they do the trick.
You know what? Even more. I'm just, again, completely guessing. Oh, we definitely want this low. Not too low, though. And then I don't know anything about tires yet. Well, I do, but I don't. No, we're doing it on the hards. We'll just do a flying lap. It's fine. It's fine. It's been a minute since I've driven on Vegas, though. You guys get to see the first fresh lap. You don't normally get to see this because I just end the stream after the race, but since the race didn't take up all that much time.
Okay, we need a few solid laps here to help us calculate a good race strategy.
Let's see if I remember where to brake. Lag spike there around the corner was not necessary. I know it's Vegas and it's hard to do. The answer to that is I do not remember. So you're gonna get a little bit of insight on how I practice. It is purely just like fucking up till I get it right. That is how I practice. Constant fuck-ups, especially with distractions. And we get to listen
Okay, give us some good, consistent laps,
Woo!
please. We're looking for good data that we can work into a race strategy.
You get to hear Mark explain the race strategy program over and over again, guys. Isn't that cool? Nope. Okay, just got 7% tire wear for nudging the wall there. Cool. That sucks. Too much. Too much. At least I didn't hit the wall, though. Because at that point, I would have had to redo my whole setup. Because I would have had to restart the session.
Okay, we need a
Hey,
few
Mark.
solid laps here to help
Hey,
us calculate a
Mark.
good race strategy.
We love a good old Mark, don't we? That's decent. Now for the harder parts. Didn't mean to extra downshift there, but hey. Too early. Here's the thing about Vegas, though. No matter how far down you are on the Delta, those two back straights really let you fucking work it to get back, so. Too early again. See, I'm 6/10 back, and it's already starting to come back to us. This is without DRS. Well, if you fuck up that, it's not okay. If you fuck that up, you can't do it. Well, there goes me, looking like an idiot again. Again, that's, I fuck up till I get it. Vegas, I'm going to need a lot of practice on. But once I get my flow at Vegas, it's so nice.
Okay, give us some good, consistent laps, please. We're looking for good data that we can work into a race strategy. No grip here on the hards yet. I gotta refigure out those. I really do. So around 75 for the braking there. Alright, let's not fuck this up this time. Too easy. Too easy! See? I told you guys, I got it! Just gotta believe in yourselves, guys. Faster than Akon did on his soft, so that's a really good sign. That one of my first completed laps is better than someone on softs, even if it is just a Haas. But as we know, Haas holds a special place in our hearts here. Too much throttle into it. Man, I can't believe that my first race in Portugal so we're
was so
expecting
bad.
rain in about 10 to 15 minutes.
Like, I genuinely, like, my luck here at Mercedes has been awful, but honestly, I think that's just the Mercedes luck in general. Because I've seen other YouTubers who have been at Mercedes have the same issues. I don't know if the guys who make the game and make the team's car, if they actually decide these things. It's like, you know, they've been a little less reliable lately. Let's make their car a little less reliable. No. No.
Damage to your front wing, damage to your front wing. Suggest we box to change it.
We were so close to perfecting the practice program. Well, not perfecting it, but getting purple. Now we gotta restart. Yeah, no, this is literally how it goes over and over again for me.
Okay, we need a few solid laps here to help us calculate a good race strategy.
Hey, Yufeng, how you doing? You missed how tragic our first race in Portugal went. Not my fault at all. Well, it turned into my fault eventually. Oh. Basically, the race started, the lights turned red, and Mark said, "We have a problem with the energy, with the ERS. We'll work on a way to fix it." And I was super slow. And then I noticed that, for some reason, my fuel mix was in lean for the first whole 2 laps till they fixed the problem. By that point, I'm in 16th. I started pole, mind you. I got pole. By that point, I'm 16th, and then I take severe front wing damage, have to box. And then I make so many mistakes once I'm so tilted that,
Mind that front wing, it's going to need replacing if it takes too much
I
damage.
mentally checked out. And then I lost grip because I was on the hards after that, and went into a wall. It was a horrible race, and it's all the car's fault, actually. I blame Toto this time. This time I came back to the team meeting after the race and yelled at Toto. Fuck that baller.
Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
This is the first time where I got to the, like, Toto! 2 races in a row the car has fucked me, yet again. It seems to be a bit of a pattern. It's like, I know I'm not doing great myself, but, like, I'm putting myself in the positions to do well, and then the car is also failing me when I need it. Which sucks. That's how I imagine the team meeting went after that. But Lewis went from 20th to 6th, so he had a great race. So good for him. He minimized the damage Max would do in the championship. Now there's a 41 difference between them, with 3 races left. But I hope you had a good day, Yifeng. I'm a little tilted now. But overall, I can't complain about today. Oh, thank you for no front wing damage there, game. Definitely should have been. But to be fair, it could have been an electrical problem caused by how many times I've broken the car and they've had to rebuild it, so maybe it is my fault. But the worst part is not getting the 600 resource points they gave me in return for fucking up my race. I still think Lewis got all those points throughout the whole season. We're starting this a whole second down. That's going to be a challenge. Well, that's how that challenge went. It was minor front wing damage, but I guess it was still too much. Purple car. Get car around purple anymore.
Okay, give us some good, consistent laps, please. We're looking for good data that we can work into a race strategy.
I might try to find another custom Mercedes livery if there's one for like specifically like a Vegas vibe, or that has an American vibe for our last home race of the year. But then again, maybe I don't want to put that curse on me for a race that I need to do well in, that I have a good chance to win. I need to win at least one home race. Last one is the first engine failure of the season. You know? I don't want this one to be the last engine failure of the season. I want Portimao to be that. Well, technically now. It's fucking Portugal. I couldn't remember. No, Portimao is Portugal. I'm done. Sao Paulo and then Portugal. I'm stupid today, guys. Just don't listen to me. My brain's all mudded up from the race. That wasn't really corner cutting game. Damn, how are we so far back in the Delta already? My turn 1 wasn't that bad.
Okay, expect to see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now.
I'm sorry, what, Mark? We're in the desert. I have been to this place in real life. There's no rain. Just warmth. And a lot of strip clubs that I was too young to enter. Lots of good restaurants, though. Listen, if you're rich, Las Vegas is a great race to go to. If you're not rich, it's not. Back when the economy was better, though, and there was no F1 race here, it's definitely a lot cheaper to be in Vegas. But if you're going for the race, you gotta literally be so rich. Well, not so rich, but you gotta sacrifice a lot. Like, people have blown their entire savings just to go to this race weekend. While I don't necessarily think I would ever do that, I don't blame them. You finally have an F1 race close to you, you know? I do like how the orb, it moves now. The thing is animated. It's fun. Okay, we're finally gonna get the purple as long as I don't choke this. We're good. Now, one thing I will need to practice is the pit lane here. Absolutely. Man, so slippery there at the start of the weekend. It's so slippery. Guys, I'm sorry.
We're seeing major front wing
I wanted to
damage.
test the brake zone, but I was dumb. And now I can't even really test the fucking pit lane. Ugh. I'm an idiot. At least I got 5 out of 5 for my troubles. And I'm a second ahead of Esteban. Of course, I don't think they use battery at all throughout practice.
Car repairs have set us back a little.
Lewis, you going out soon? Lewis, go. Lewis. 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 Fine, is anyone else fast gone? Lewis is just the one I can compare myself to, you know? I mean, 1.6 seconds faster than Alonso on hards. Almost 1 second faster than Perez on mediums. Not what I meant to hit. But I do feel like the setup could be a little grippier, a bit more downforce. Maybe a bit less in the back, a bit more in the back, a bit less in the front, maybe. We don't want the rear to really step out too much. We definitely are going to need these lower, probably. And this is good. I didn't get a good look at the tire wear, but I think it was pretty even. Real quick, I am going to save this as Vegas. Just before I forget. I always forget to save them. Max not going. Lando is, though. How's Lando's lap going to look? Man, I can't believe it's already 4 a.m. Once that thing turns into a flag, actually you can't see it, it's a green dot, and it's a flag. That means he's on his actual lap now. I definitely take that faster, but what I do is riskier. Okay, so I brake around the right time there. The Delta's just a dick. Cool. Again, he's not really pushing. He's on medium, so he's definitely not on a qualifying lap or anything like that. He's probably doing race strategy, if I had to be honest. If I had to take a quick guess. It recommends you start with mediums, but honestly, a lot of them do. It's just the softs and the hards. I want to get them out of the way in Q1, or P1, because you only have them in P1. Well, at least for the softs. The hards, you know, a lot of practice programs don't try to use them, so I try to get them out of the way and then use mediums for everything else so they're more fresh. 26.5, 29.7, 26.5, 29.7. So he's 3/10 off my sector 2 time, but he's pretty spot on to my sector 1 time. It's just that little bit in turn 1 and 2 that I do is probably just send it over. I brake a little later there, and I can do it just fine. Is it raining? I think the rain started. Yeah, it started. Well, that means this practice session is basically tanked for the next 20 minutes. Okay. Okay, so that makes me feel less cocky about this. But then again, I'm only on hards. So, the fact that I'm still that much faster than all these guys on mediums and softs, it's some. Also, my tire wear? Non-existent, basically. Look at that. Wow. That's insane. So basically, the dotted line is the expected tire wear, or the one I have to beat to be on par with what is expected. I just fucking nailed that. So, you can barely see it here, but tire factor wear in this list, if you look below where I'm doing the movement, you can see it's 0.6. It's 0.61, actually. You can't see the 1. But that's insane for me. Average fuel burn is also 1.9 kilograms, but it should be 2 kilograms. So that's good. Well, average versus expected. So that's good. So I'm just nailing the hards. We'll have to see how that goes for the rest of for everything else. But sadly, I need to go to bed. I have work to do tomorrow, and I can't be up that late. God, I am so disappointed in how this race went, but honestly, still a good stream. Still entertaining content for people. If you think I got too tilted, you might be right. But man, after the high of expecting to go out in Q3, 1 or 2, and then getting pole to going to 16th in 2 laps because of something beyond my control was so painful. Oh, and I'm probably going to talk about it the whole time next stream. The whole next stream. It's probably what's going to happen. I apologize in advance. I apologize in advance, chat. But I hope you guys had a great time tonight, even at my expense. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and a great day tomorrow or whatever. Great night, sleep well, work well. I don't know now. I don't know my outro. My outro's too long at this point. So I need to figure something out. But yeah, appreciate you. Good night. Bye-bye.